Hi, this is Deborah Baska, Coach Deb from debsfitgroove.com, and I wanted to give you an update on my first day on the Ultimate Reset. So, this is the morning after my first day, and yesterday, the first thing you do when you wake up is you drink your distilled water with your mineralize in it, and you take some of your supplements. And I somehow got mixed up. I think I was so focused on getting the mineralize into my water that I totally spaced out doing any of the other supplements. So I then had to play catch up on the rest of the supplements later in the day. So that kind of threw me off. It meant that I ended up having a late lunch, and that was just kind of the hard part of the day. But overall, I felt really good. I wasn't hungry, which I know a lot of detoxes or cleanses are kind of known for being somewhat of a starvation thing, or being a liquid diet, or soups and just weird stuff like that. But this Ultimate Reset, you have a very satisfying and large amount of food that you need to eat every day. Now, it's clean eating, which for me has been a completely different approach to what I eat. I felt like I have, for the last, I started making my food the night before, because actually what I'm doing is I am helping my mother. So my mother's doing it with me, and we shared all our food. So when I went to the grocery store, I bought enough for both of us. And that means that the night before, I have to look at what we need the next day so I can get stuff ready for her, because she's working, a bajillion hours a week in her job. So I'm helping her out. I told her I'd have her dinner ready for her. And then also I have to kind of get her lunch ready for her. So anyway, I feel like I've been doing a lot of lemon squeezing and garlic crushing, and mixing and measuring. I mean, our sink has been like so full of dishes. We've had to run the dishwasher, I think, twice in one day, just because I am mixing and measuring and making things from scratch. And I have to tell you, it's really good. I had salmon last night for the very first time ever, and it was good. We put this marinade on it that's a part of the reset recipe plan, and it was very good. I actually enjoyed the salmon better than the asparagus, which is also kind of my first time eating asparagus. Now, I don't want you to think I don't eat vegetables, because I eat a lot of vegetables, just not asparagus. So that's been really fun. I did my measurements and my weigh-ins yesterday morning, and that was definitely not my finest hour, I can assure you. I know that this month leading up to the reset, the month of July, that I have been very lax, and purposefully so, I guess, knowingly so, because I've been training really hard prior, earlier in the summer and the spring, and I knew I was doing the reset, had some traveling going on, had a big camp out the weekend before, so I totally have been lax in my eating. I've still been getting my workouts in, but the scale reflected my laxness. So I'm actually 6 pounds up from my fighting weight. So I was glad to see this morning when I got on the scales that I was down 2.5 pounds from yesterday's weigh-in. And I know that that's bloat weight. But the good thing about that is, whenever you gain weight rather quickly, because you went on vacation or you were doing some traveling or whatever, yeah, that's bloat weight. But if you don't get rid of that bloat weight pretty quickly, then it turns into belly weight and booty weight and thigh weight, and it stays. So we don't want the bloat weight to stay. So I'm really glad that I'm doing this now and getting rid of the bloat weight to get back down to my fighting weight. I'd say that I made some notes because I didn't figure I'd remember them. One of the things that I had trouble with yesterday was just focus. And I had said earlier that I am a big Diet Coke drinker. Yes, my guilty secret. And I think yesterday I didn't have a headache, and I don't have a headache yet, but I definitely felt very sluggish and tired, and I felt very unfocused. I would sit down at my computer and get ready to start doing replies and responses, and I would just kind of sit there and look at the computer. So it wasn't a very productive day yesterday, but I do miss my Diet Coke, and actually I describe it as being in mourning. I've been mourning for it. Um, it's I don't know if it's a physical craving at this point, but it's part of my daily routine. It's like what I do when I get up in the morning and I sit down and I start to work and I grab my cup and it's like, okay, now I'm grabbing my water, but it's just not the same. But it will pass. I've seen so many people that have done the reset talking about, after a certain amount of days, they no longer have the cravings for the sugars and the refined foods and the Coke or the coffee or whatever it was that they were really doing a lot of before they did the reset. So I am very confident. It's funny, one of my friends was teasing me saying that she bet I would cave in on not working out because you're not supposed to work out during the reset. And I said, I am not a caver. And I can assure you, I won't cave in on the working out part. I will not. If I was going to cave on anything, it would be the Diet Coke. But I'm not a caver. I'm telling you that right now. I'm not a caver. So I'm not caving in. So we've got this little bracelet that reminds us, we wear it every day, that reminds us of what we're doing and why we're doing it. So got my bracelet on. And I'm excited about day 2. The food is really good today. I had an awesome breakfast. And I'm having an awesome salad, Greek salad for lunch, and this fabulous black beans and rice burrito thing for dinner, which I can't wait. So I will check back in with you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be feeling as good then as I am today. But it's been nice chatting with you, and talk to you later.